Hi Aries, this is Sheraton. You found me at Sueños de Shadi. This means in Spanish, dreams of Shadi. And I am here to do your tarot reading. I want you to know that these readings are done mostly to give you some idea of the energies that you will be dealing with during April, and that I am not giving you your future. You create your future with your free will and your decisions. All right, let's see what are some of the energies that you are dealing with for April. All right, my dear Aries. Aries, I see that there was an ending of your ego, an ending that hurt you a lot. It's like your ego was tested. You had to be tested. This is you right here, my dear Aries. You're strong, you're confident, you have a lot of admirers, you feel strong, you feel you have power, you are. If somebody is lying, you can lie more than them. If somebody can be smart, you can be smarter than them. That's how you felt in the past. Like you were so strong, so incredible. No one can put game on you. You felt this. You felt like you were above and beyond, right? You had all this knowledge, all this wiseness about the world. And it's like you really felt that God had done justice because you were so smart, you were so intelligent, and all of a sudden something happened, right? Things didn't go your way. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This talks to me about things not going well. It's backwards. Also, I can see that there was some lies or some conflict that you had to go through, and it's like even though you went through something that was really hard, it's like you had to go through it again with the Wheel of Fortune down, upside down. You had to go through it again, right? And the world is telling me that you had to learn a hard lesson, and it's like this hard lesson about your ego, about who you are, about how strong you are, about how intelligent you are, about the things you know and you don't know. It's like the world and the universe, God is telling you, well, there's things you don't know. There's things that you haven't learned, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you with a big lesson. And that's kind of what has happened in the past for you. You could see clearly when things didn't go your way. You could see clearly where you had not learned, where you were still young, where you were still learning, or how much more learning you needed to do. Because it's like you felt so wise, and then after this happened, you were like, wow, I really wasn't wise. I really wasn't smart enough. I really wasn't fast enough. I really didn't have that much game. You know, you felt this way after you started seeing truths. It's like the truth was revealed to you in a very hard way about yourself and about probably someone else that was involved with you. Because I see here that after you went through this, whatever it might have been, I see you becoming very spiteful, becoming very hard with your words after you go through this. And it's like you keep repeating it, the hurt from whatever you lived, either by in your mind because you're being hurtful towards yourself, and feeling defeated mentally, physically, emotionally. Like you're this type of person where you're always excited about doing new things, and it's like even that has gone away. You feel weak, you feel like mentally exhausted, you don't feel wise, you feel like, wow, this could have been avoided, but it wasn't. And you just feel this, you feel as if you were deceptive, but not only a deception, also feeling as if you were the one who caused this upon yourself. You could have avoided this if you weren't thinking so much like this. Like, this is how you were thinking. Oh, I'm the Father of Wands. I'm anything I want, I get. And it's like you became, after this disillusion, after this hurt, you became the Father of Swords backwards. Like, you wish you would have been the Father of Swords from the beginning, and you are now, but you're backwards, which means downward, upside down, which means that you are the Father of Swords now. You learn from your mistakes. You're thinking differently now, but you're backwards, you're upside down, which means that the good stuff that you could be using this energy with, it's not being used. You're just using it negatively, this energy right now. Hurting yourself and speaking wrongly to yourself and being harsh on yourself and others because you feel so foolish for thinking only that you were the King of Wands and that you could be so attractive and that you just feel you could run game on anyone. You feel so bad about having thought that way before, and you feel like it's like, yeah, you deserve everything you got. That's how you're speaking to yourself. Everything you got, you deserve. And if something good's coming to you, it's kind of like, I don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve it. And that's how you were feeling. These cards are coming as past energy, which is probably good because I feel like you were hurting yourself in the past with your mental and not taking much action. Like, you're a fire sign. You want to be taking action, but it's like you weren't. You were really, really calm and feeling kind of like depressed, like not a lot of energy because of what you went through. And yeah, these cards tell me the same thing. Right here, it's like you're blocked. You're blocked completely. Your mind is like thinking one thing and then thinking another. Look, the sun in this card is blocked by the moon, by all the confusion. The source is mental. It's like you have two truths that you need to pick one. Which one is the real truth? You can't have two truths. There's only one true statement. So which one is the true statement? And drop the other sword, because holding both of them, you're blocked. You're blocked right now. You're blocking your happiness. And yeah, and this is telling me that there's no movement, that everything was still, you were in a standstill, just blocked completely from other people and just hurting yourself. All right, that was in the past. This is what you went through. You went through something that had to end, something, it was like a harsh ending, a harsh lesson that had to happen to change your energy, because you were trying to think that you were all that. You were the king bee. You were the one knowing it. You knew it all. You knew it all, and no one could run game on you, but you could run game on everyone. That's how I'm seeing it. And this is just what I see. I have nothing against you, Aries. I love my Aries. But I do see this, that it was kind of like, yeah, I'm all that and a bag of chips. And I could run game on you, and I could run game on this one. I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent, and there's nothing you could do about it because I just got it that way. Yeah, everybody loves me, everybody's attracted to me, and then all of a sudden, I know everything I know, and then all of a sudden, do you really know? It's like your world flipped. Do you really know everything? Do you really know all the outcomes? Do you really know the ending of the story? The universe said, I think you don't, and you had to go through it, all right? I see that you went through a lot. I see that your luck changed, and the things you thought were going great, all of a sudden were going really bad, and you just felt devastated. And usually as an Aries, as a fire sign, as the person that I see that you were feeling, and you were all powerful, you would have fought. But it's like when all of this happened, instead of feeling like you wanted to fight, instead of feeling like you wanted to give it your all, it's like you didn't want to give any more. You just felt horrible, like so weak, so down, and your perspective completely changed. And then it was like all that energy that you would usually have to act and be active and making action, doing things passionate about, it's like you focused all of that energy negatively, and you were hurting yourself and people you loved that were around you. You were like being aggressive, blocking people, speaking really mean, and just being like on your guard. Your guard was completely up. There was nothing getting through to you except your own voice, and you were being hard on yourself as well. All right. Now, in your present, after all of this happened in the past, I do see that you have someone that is loyal to you, that you have someone that does love you. Look, I see it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You have someone that's making you happy, that it's powerful, someone that has all the 10 coins. This card is like everything you think is valuable on earth, like money, a house, a good family, a happy family. This is what this represents, the 10 of coins. And it's like this person, she came out as justice. It's like she's truthful, he's truthful. You have this person that is completely, this person's like choosing you, and you're choosing this person because you see truth in this person, because you see loyalty in this person, because you see justice in this person. And this person didn't come from a breeze. I mean, this person came after a lot of heartache, and it's like this person stood by you even when you were like this. So if this is a new person, then they work through this energy of you being blocked. If this is an old person, a person from your past, this person stayed with you and did justice to your relationship, staying with you because they knew that they could break through that. They can do justice and help you heal. And they've done just that. I see temperance here behind the lovers, which speaks about healing, which speaks about working together to be better with one another, like working through your energies and becoming one. And it's like you guys work through this. You guys are working with self-control, with all the energies, all the stuff that's not clear. It's like you're working through it. The moon talks about mysteries, about things not being able to be seen clearly. With all this confusion from your past, all this hurt, I can see why you couldn't see clearly. But temperance is here, and the energy of temperance. And it's here for both of you. And it's here to help you work through this. You're working through all this uncomfortable, not knowing exactly what's going to happen, and all this pain and fear that you guys have. You're working through that to be together. You're choosing each other. It's beautiful. I love it. Such a beautiful reading, Aries. This is your present. This is your present. And it's like you realize now that through all the confusion you've had from the past with love and with cycles and lessons that you've had to learn, you understand that this was something that you had to go through. This was something that you had to go through, because if you had not gone through that, you wouldn't realize that this person was so important. Because this person it's like a wake-up call. It's like a judgment. It's like you became somebody completely different. Once you went through this heartache, once you dealt with all the pain that you had to go through, with all the confusion, with it's like it changed you. The same thing I told you here. You were the king of wands. You had this energy where I'm all that in a bag of chips. Yeah, you're lucky to be with me. But it's like once you had to go through all this heartache, you became the king of swords. So you don't let your emotions control you. You know you're all that, but you understand that there's more to just you. You understand the truth now. You understand life, the way life works. You understand that you attract who you are. And if you're thinking you're all that in a bag of chips, then somebody that thinks they're all that in a bag of chips and you're lucky to have me is going to come to you. But when you realize that it's more than just you, and it's got to do with somebody else, then you switch. You changed. And this is why judgment is here. This is a new way of thinking. You woke up after all that suffering. It's like a new perspective completely, a new approach in life. And this new approach has a lot to do with relationships, with the way you treat the person you love going forward. It's beautiful. And just at the ending, I have to say, look at this. You have a brand new row, 1111. You have that path now to walk through. Now you can choose your person correctly, because now you know exactly who they are. You know exactly who they are. It was like you were choosing wrongly before, and now you're working. You know it's not easy. You know it's not easy, but you're letting go of what needs to be let go of, and you're realizing who can and cannot get your love. You realize that now, and that's what came with this, with all this confusion. You deciding who can be with me, who can take all these broken cups, who cannot, who can handle this, who cannot, who does deserve my love, who cannot. And you're going directly on that path. I love it, Aries. It's a beautiful reading. I love it. Beautiful reading for Aries. I'll see you in May.